Hello and welcome to S.W.A.P Radio Show. I'm your host, Monica.
And I'm co-host Chanel.
Chanel has a hot box, you guys. It's going to go off again. However, it is snowing and raining in Baltimore City. And we still made it.
Yes, we did.
We're still here. We're going to have a great show. Before I tell you the topic for today, I want you guys to understand, if this is your first time watching, I want to tell you our mission and our purpose for even being here. Survivors with a Purpose is a radio show. And along with the host, the rest of our team would like to use this platform to bring awareness to many things in our community that people struggle with on a day-to-day basis. Anything. And, a lot of times we have been speaking about domestic violence, mental illness. Those are very popular in our community, definitely the Black community, along with addiction. So if you have a story and you would like to share it, not just your story of what happened, your coping mechanisms or anything that you believe can help someone else who is in the position that you were in, just inbox me, send an email, or send an email to the S.W.A.P Radio Show at gmail.com. I'm here at S.W.A.P Radio. We will encourage, motivate, and serve as a support system for our community. Okay? So you can follow me on Instagram at Monica WLS and the number 2. You can follow the radio show at the S.W.A.P Radio Show on IG. On Facebook, you can like S.W.A.P Radio Show. We also have Survivors with a Purpose. But make sure you definitely like S.W.A.P Radio Show. Chanel.
And my social media is Chanel Mabry Nails on Facebook. And my Instagram is Rise, RISE _ sister, SISTA.
Okay.
Got it right this time, you guys.
She got it right, y'all. For some reason, we tend to mess up our social media names. And we should not, but we do. We got it right today. Maybe it's the weather. What you think?
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. So, again, sponsor for this episode is Tiz and Dime. They have a couples YouTube channel. Check them out. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Again, that's TEZ and DYM. We have we did have a save the date out. It's no longer a save the date. We have updated it with the address. S.W.A.P Radio Show presents a mental health awareness event on Saturday, April 27th, 2019. Okay, it's going to be from 1:30 to 4:30, located at the Langston Hughes Community Center at 5011 Arbutus Avenue, Baltimore, Maryland, 21215. So don't go over to Arbutus. It's off of Ricestown Road, you guys. Somebody asked me, was it in Arbutus? But it's not. It's off of Ricestown Road. You got it?
Yep, I got it.
So
I'm excited.
Before we say our first topic, the topic period, let me tell you guys, we have to bring up our shirts. Y'all loving our shirts?
Yes.
Guys, my daughter would say. God, don't act like you don't say that. Okay, y'all, she's over there like, oh, no, you can't. And, girl, let me live. I can't say what you say.
I'm official.
Okay. Yes, girl, we've been official. This logo was paid for. It was, listen. I've been to the state office. Listen. All right, y'all. My daughter laughing at me. She laughing at me. Okay, y'all. So listen. Okay. I don't know if you guys watch S.W.A.P. Domestic violence is the topic, you guys. Last week we did have Maisha on to talk about her story, but all she did was talk about her story, and gave advice and got off the line. Most of our callers called in about the R. Kelly situation and things of that nature, but we really need to discuss domestic violence. So much has been going on, whether you're a celebrity or even your hometown native, someone from here. So first we're going to talk about Marriage Boot Camp. I don't know if you guys watch it. It comes on WeTV. I don't always catch it when it's on. I end up watching the on demand because I'm normally at work. I be that overtime. But the particular episode that I'm talking about, well, the people I'm talking about is Soulja Boy and Near Raleigh. I've been tuned in the whole season, and when I say that is definitely a toxic relationship, it really is. So it's been a few situations that disturbed me, had my stomach just turned. And this last episode really had me livid. If you're logged on here, you're just going to hear me talk about it. If you're on YouTube, you're going to see it. Right? So
Not your Instagram.
I said on my Facebook. Okay, you guys. So we're going to play the clip. If you're on my Facebook Live, then you saw it on my page.
We in this together, so
What's this room
I was ready to beat Soldier ass if I had to.
Okay, so listen, guys. So in that clip, if you can see it, I believe that they took the camera away because he did strike her, and then they put it back on him. So Tammy, was that Jessica Dime?
It looked,
So-
and Tiffany, it looked like too. It looked like
So
they
it's
both came.
everybody came to the room, basically, to see what was going on because she was screaming, and to me, those screams was like it happened before. I think she screamed like that to get help. It gave me chills to hear her scream
I agree.
that way. It was just like, oh my gosh. So I don't believe this is his first time
Of course not.
doing something like that. Although she was, kicking or whatever, I believe she was scared. What really pisses me off, and I don't, we don't cuss on here, but what pisses me off is the comments on the Shade Room about her being bigger than him and what she should do, and people just don't understand.
First of all, if you have been going through, because trust, this is not the first time. They was together over a span, I think, of 5 or 6 years. And I believe that that's something that's been going on over the whole time of their relationship. And I believe that she was afraid.
I don't even think they're in a relationship now.
Well, not now, but I'm saying, when they were in a relationship, she was afraid. You could clearly tell, because like you, I watched, from the first episode on up to now, and clearly she's afraid. On other episodes, you see him blow up, and you see her like flinching, and she's completely afraid of him. As far as the comments from the different blogs and things like that, unless you're in that situation, you don't know how you would react. You can't say that because that young lady is, a little bit thick or hefty or whatever the case may be, that she should have did this and she should have did that. Because you gotta think about it. Before she can fight, the first it's fear. Before the fight is fear. Basically what I'm saying. And you can clearly tell she's afraid. So those comments were definitely unnecessary and tacky.
All I know is Soulja little bony behind.
Tammy was ready.
Okay. Tammy wouldn't have had to do nothing because Walker would have had that. Jessica Dime fiance was getting ready to tear him from limb to limb. He's like, who was you talking to, partner?
Yeah.
I was done.
Yeah.
And that was when they was on the
and
doing the Twister game.
And you know what's funny? when Jessica Dime, her boyfriend or husband, fiance,
It's her
fiance,
fiance.
I'm sorry, her fiance, when he went after Soldier, if you noticed, he kind of like calmed down, got it together.
But Jessica had to tell him, Soldier, I can beat you.
But think about this. Think about how he's so rah-rah and he's so ready to attack a woman.
No, he's ready for that with her because he know that
she's gonna allow it.
She's scared of him.
Yeah.
So
until one day that fear is gone and he's laying somewhere. But I think the best thing she could have did was get out. Was got out.
Well, you know, we still in the show. We do know that eventually she leaves him because as we can see now, he's everywhere. He's with Black China.
Yes.
He's just, I don't know why anybody want to bother with him, period. But within this same household, listen, this is marriage boot camp, hip hop edition. And within this same household, there's another couple. They haven't said it on the show, but there's another couple that clearly has a toxic relationship. So we're going to see that.
That's all I ask. You close no door on me, trying to hurt my head, because you can't be 100.
It made me so mad, because why is your name always in the media or the blogs for something negative? Why does it have to say Little Mo's husband is always cheating or infidelity or texting, FaceTiming? He got caught for that one. Just think of the other ones that he didn't get caught
the clip.
Unbelievable.
Okay, so we just watched Lil Mo and her boxer husband, Carl, what is it, Darden? And this guy slams the door on her. She pushes him afterwards. We didn't get the full clip of it. I watched the episode. After all that pushing, he tried to take a towel, put it over the camera because he wanted to do more.
I seen that.
Okay. He wanted to do more to her, but he knows there's a whole bunch of cameras in there. Might I add, he went off like he did because he was caught FaceTiming another woman. So Mo was saying, why you always got to be in the blogs? And sir, let's get it together.
Now, my opinion on that situation is first of all, Lil Mo, it's like she accepts the behavior. If you ask me, just from hearing her say things like, I can't leave him because if I do, he gonna go to jail, and it's like she makes excuses for him. From what I seen,
but are you watching the show? Because if you're really watching the show, when those doctors talk to her, because of what happened in her childhood, is the reason why she feels like she has to protect him.
I seen that. But I also seen.
So that's not saying that she accepted.
I also seen something that she said as far as she doesn't want to get a divorce because she's been divorced, I guess, previously. So this time she don't want to get it. She doesn't want a divorce. She doesn't want. She
said it's her third marriage and she don't want to get a divorce. I watched the show. Listen to what I'm saying though. I'm gonna throw back your same comment that you keep saying. Unless you've been in that situation, you can't say. Because I mean, when you think about it, Mo has a lot of kids.
Yes.
She has kids with every man that she married, and she will gladly say that. She had children. She don't want to start over. People stay with people sometimes in fear of starting over.
Yeah,
they don't want to start over. They listen. This
that.
Is what it is. This is what I'm familiar with. So this is what, and that's what they keep telling her on the show. You're staying because that's what you're familiar with. She feels like she has to protect him. And just look at that. She's a preacher's daughter.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I mean, I get it, but still. I just still feel like she condoned it.
I'm on the fence with all of it. I don't think she condoned it. When he pushed that door on her, she pushed him. So it's not okay that you do it. It's not okay that you cheat. That's why she there. So she's not okay with it.
So I have a question for you then. How, like, okay, what else has to happen for her to see that this relationship is not,
I can't speak for Mo. I love Mo to death.
And I love her too. Don't get it. I do. I love Lil Mo. I do. It's just, I just can't. And as a woman, I just can't. Let me get my thoughts together. I just can't understand why to me, from me on the outside looking at it, I don't understand why she's accepting it. While she's I mean, I can understand her working on her marriage. I can understand that. Okay, we're gonna work towards this. But if he keeps doing the same exact thing over and over again, yes, I do.
It's easy.
Nothing is gonna change.
And don't think that I'm sitting here saying, "Oh, she need to stay with that man." That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, I don't know the situation. I mean, I just see what I see on TV. I don't know her heart. I don't know his heart. However, what I do know, because somebody could tell me that I shouldn't be attempting to do what I'm in my mind is what I want to do. If I want to work this out with this person, somebody else may feel like, no, you should not do that. You need to leave that person alone. Right. You don't know my heart. You don't know how I'm feeling for you to say that. So me, I'm just on the fence. To me, the toxic stuff is too much. So I feel like if it's going on there where he knows it's a whole bunch of cameras, is it going on in front of your children? Because your children are what matters. You do not want your sons to see.
Or her daughter.
Her daughter be gone. But she don't want her sons to see, you know, this man being aggressive with her like he is. But I see a lot of me and Mo.
Okay.
A lot of Mo and me. Okay. We just not going to tolerate your rah mouth. You going to say something, I'm going to say something back. So that's why the next man that marries me is going to have to be a man that can deal with my mouth, because you get slick with me, I'm going to get slick with you too, sir. You know, so that's kind of what escalates them. And when he got confronted about that FaceTime with that woman, he got mad. I'm got to leave. She cried so much her lashes was off. Right. You know, she had to lay her lashes down on the table. Guys, we see you guys commenting, but we have to stay. Got you. You'll have a chance to call in the second half. We'll state the number so that you guys can call in and state your opinion. Thank you for commenting, though. So it's just more of how she feels, and I think they're in the right place. There's doctors there to help them through it, but us sitting here is like, just think about it. Have you been cheated on? Did you ever accept the man for cheating on you, and then y'all stayed together? Or did he cheat, you leave? Right. You know?
But it's kind of like they've been on other platforms for the same thing. And they were also on...
For help?
Yeah.
Where?
It was, what was the other show? It's another show they was on.
I know they was on Love and Hip Hop, for sure.
No, not Love and Hip Hop. It was another show that they were on together.
Marriage Boot Camp.
It wasn't Marriage Boot Camp. I
cannot with him.
I thought it was another one. I was reading. I thought I read that they was on another show.
She was on another show, but it wasn't to get help with... Yes, but that wasn't to get help with their marriage.
Yeah, it was. You're right.
Yeah, that was more or less trying to revive her singing career, which it didn't happen. I love her. I don't know what it is. Like, now I will say this, ever since that show has aired, and maybe before, since he started like with the FaceTime, she has not posted her husband on her social media. So maybe they're not together. She called herself small head, bald head now, because she got a short haircut, which looks good on her. And I hope she found deliverance, I should say. Is that what it's called? I hope, you know.
Or a way to help her husband keep in his pants.
She can't help him do that.
Mean,
do you think, I'm sorry to cut him, do you think that the husband is hurting her career? You think this stuff hurts her career?
Definitely.
I think it does.
However, what she need to do is use it the same way Mary J uses her life situations. Exactly. Keisha Cole used. She definitely.
I agree.
She needs to use this and put it to work. I think it'll work for her. It's a great platform. Get started, honey. K. Michelle used it too. She talked about Idris Elba real bad in that song. Y'all heard
it. Yeah. Memphis. I thought
she talked about him too.
Oh, yep, she did.
Come on, remember?
She did.
Remember Idris, the one that had a baby and all that?
Yep.
See, y'all be slipping. Okay. Hi, everybody. I don't know exactly who's on here, but I'm saying hey to everyone. We want to thank you all for tuning in. If you're just tuning in, then we're speaking on domestic violence. We touched a little bit on it last week. We had a caller. We didn't have a chance to really, get into it. Now, I'm going to give a couple stats about domestic violence. And most domestic violence incidents are never reported. I can see that. I can definitely see that. 1 in 4 women will experience domestic violence during her lifetime. The same number of, they did that different, but the LGBT individuals also experience domestic violence. Women ages 20 to 24 are the greatest risk of becoming victims of domestic violence. She said Monaco Pebbles. Every 9 seconds in the U.S., a woman is assaulted or beaten. Let me say this again, because this show runs for an hour. This says every 9 seconds in the U.S., a woman is assaulted or beaten. That's serious.
Yes.
That is serious. Last fact that I will state: every year, 1 in 3 women who is a victim of homicide is murdered by her current or former partner. Now, I will allow that to lead me into something that happened right here in Baltimore City. We'll discuss that. You guys think about that now. What just recently happened in Baltimore City concerning domestic violence. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back.
Today's broadcast was brought to you by Vistaprint. Create powerful promotions that are easy to design and hard to miss. With Vistaprint, it's easy to customize your business cards, marketing material, corporate gifts, calendars, stationery, and more with confidence, or get real-time design help. Visit radioonfire.com/Vistaprint to get $20 off any order of $40 or more. If you have a message to get out, you want it to be affordable, but you want it to look professional. Visit radioonfire.com/Vistaprint for $20 off today. We're coming back.
always acting up. Welcome back to Survivors with a Purpose. Whenever we take our breaks, y'all, we act up a little bit in here. So when we come back on, and I'm like, because, you know, if you know me, I'm always trying to laugh or smile. You know, domestic violence is nothing to smile about. So in between, I want us to, you know, smile a little bit. You know, Lord Duval said what? No, oh, you can't say that.
I definitely would.
Okay, you guys, let's get back to the seriousness, okay? So, it's two situations in Baltimore. If you were near a television or on Facebook, you were able to see the live. Let me back up something. You were able to see the live from the police department. If you remember back in December, right? I don't know. I'm gonna just say this, okay? It was an update. It says husband and stepdaughter arrested for death of a Good Samaritan woman initially believed to be killed by a panhandler. All right, y'all. Here's where it gets tricky. Okay. Baltimore police announced Sunday that acting police commissioner Michael Harrison will update the case of Jacqueline Smith, who was murdered on December 1st, 2018 on Valley Street. Smith's husband claimed she was stabbed while she was helping a panhandler. But long behold, the husband and the stepdaughter had this all planned out. Like, this is ridiculous. Now, if that happened, I kind of feel like it was some toxic. I should use Tony's word, but he's not here, so I'm not going to use his anyway.
Toxicity.
Leave him alone. But yeah, it was some toxic stuff going on there. Something was going on.
Yes.
And the stepdaughter was high whenever they was on camera.
On the interview,
she nodding and doing this. No. I knew something wasn't right.
Me too.
And then when the area that they said, it's like if nobody hangs right there.
And it's no panhandlers down there.
Because nobody hangs right there. Like, no, like that's, oh my gosh. This is ridiculous.
Yes.
Like,
I'm just told me that.
I don't even know what to say. Like, but I will tell y'all this: they in Texas. They was on the run. They took that insurance money and was on the run.
Yep.
They was like, "Oh, we out of here. We gonna spend this money." And what was she doing? Getting high?
Basically, because that's what it looked like.
So you think the father was getting high too?
Yes.
He didn't look like he getting high.
I mean, because what person in their right mind would do something like that? I feel like he was on something.
I think
that's true. Then again, yeah.
But I think he did it for his daughter. I mean, listen, people do strange things for their kids, okay? You know, we transparent here. My great-grandmother would make all kind of excuses for her grandchild. She definitely did. I'm telling you, my mother would say that. Mom, please don't call here and say that. But she would make any kind of excuse as to why. If he stole something, she got an excuse as to why he stole it. No, he should not be stealing it.
Right.
And he did use drugs too as well. But he would, like, come on now, don't do that. He was making excuses. He was sitting there so nice, and she was like this the whole time, right? Meanwhile, she knew the blood was on. That's why he had blood all on him, because he did it. I know he was trying to help her. Y'all, I'm trying. That was the saddest thing.
Yes, it's sad. It is sad.
Right. Everybody agreed that the daughter looked suspicious.
Yeah.
She
and
did.
China, you're right. It was probably all about the money.
It's a mess.
Yes.
However, in that situation, that's one thing. Okay. Another thing. Listen, y'all. A lot of through the past week, maybe a week or two, yes, y'all, I'm holding them back a little bit. It's been quite a few females being shot, being killed. Those days when women and children and the elderly were not
Off limits.
victims, they just would not. Those days are over. Those days are so much over, and it's sad. It's real hurtful. I have daughters, I have sons as well. And when I was hearing the story about what was going on with a 21-year-old, I was so lost. So I began to, I looked on Murder Inc. You know, I no longer follow that page. It's just so sad. And now they're on to the promoting. They got you promoting your event on there. You can pay them to promote your event. So you pick your lane and stay in it. You either gonna promote the news, you're gonna put the crime up there, or you gonna,
Yeah.
So over this past weekend, okay. Why you laughing? I'm so serious.
Because I know you serious. That's why
I'm so serious. Like, find something else to do. That page, I don't think
and
it
stay
should
in
be
your
for
lane.
promoting your parties and stuff.
Hair and
Yes, promoting the guys getting hair glued on the head, and but I mean, we get hair, so why they can't get glued? Let me behave. Okay.
I just don't want to see it on Murder Inc. though.
He didn't introduce himself, but Diamond K is on the other side of the camera. And he said he disagreed. You sure can. Go ahead.
What do you disagree
All
about?
right, you know what it is.
No, come on, DJ.
You said Diamond K, so
He didn't put on the DJ
had to
voice, y'all.
put my DJ voice on. I asked you, you said it, so here I am. Okay. Exactly.
Come on,
No,
get to the
but,
points I can talk about.
Nah, I hear you, but because of the views and the eyeballs, people ask to promote. And even though they started it for information, people are coming like, look, I mean, you got the eyeballs right here. We got something to promote. Here goes some money. What are you supposed to say? No money here. I mean,
So you think that it's okay that
it is completely fine. In this society, I mean, what do you...
Yeah.
I mean...
Social media kind of like rules.
Yeah, what we gonna put it on a billboard? I mean, that's what it is.
And people probably check Murder Inc. all day.
Ain't no probably.
I don't. I unfollowed it.
Yeah.
I don't want to see it on Murder Inc.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Murder Inc. is
But I
like
agree with what you're saying, though. It is a good
World
platform.
Star was probably about 5 years ago. You know what I'm saying? And it'll be something else, and it'll pass.
Okay, so now
SWAP Radio gonna be next. What?
So now that we're past the promotion and how people promote, okay. Now that we're past that, let's get back to something serious, okay? So this young lady was helping her friend. Her friend was going through something with her child's father, and she called her, and she went to get her in her car. She went to get her. And after she was in the car, she went to drive off, and the gentleman shot one round into the car. And that one round hit Kayla high in her head. And the friend that she went to help with the domestic violence incident drove her straight to Johns Hopkins Hospital, but she was dead on arrival. She happens to be the niece of one of the organizers of Ceasefire by the name of Latrice Gant. I'm not sure. You may know her by name or by face, but that wasn't her face, you guys. You're looking at this. I have no idea what's going on the other side. He is funny. But he messed up. And he's over there, he's laughing like it's, listen. Let me get back to my story because it said she was a beautiful young lady. And I just want to say, because when I was talking about it to you earlier, Chanel, I was saying how I think people will now like Like, I don't know, maybe you should call her. I can't come get you because they don't want to get involved based on this story.
Right.
And what happened with her. But I just want to encourage everybody, listen, if it's your friend, don't leave your friend. If you need to call the police before you go so that you can go while the police is there to get your friend and leave, then do that. But please don't leave your friend because.
And don't go alone, like, without calling for help. Because nowadays, by this situation happening, it's like you don't know what's going to happen. What's going to happen. What's going to be there waiting. So, like Monica said, I do think that it's a good idea to call 911 on your way or before you get there. So that way, some type of help is going to come.
Right. Now, also, let me backtrack because I want to make sure you guys know where this was. This shooting was at East 22nd Street near Guilford Avenue. Not far from where
right.
But not just that, not far from where that woman was stabbed. Where her husband killed her.
Yeah.
Yeah, that whole little neighborhood. Maybe it's something with these East Baltimore men. I'm sorry. Y'all don't come at me. Don't do it. Look at Tony promoting his services, talking about call me. We coming. You know what? So they do have the young man. He is under arrest. I haven't gotten an update. I don't know if he's held without bail. He should be, however.
Probably is. Because I know he's charged with the attempt on his child's mother, and he's charged with murder for the young lady.
Yeah, but your boy R. Kelly had a whole bunch of counts and he out. So I don't know. I mean, wasn't murder, but
yeah,
I don't know. Hopefully he's held without bail. He'll be in there until he is it death penalty on that? Oh, they don't do that here.
No death penalty in Maryland.
Should be.
Definitely should.
But and that's a good question. Should it be for stuff like that? Should it be on the table? Because in my mind, I want them to suffer.
Yeah.
I don't want you to die. Because your misery is over. I want you to see how you got them. You're behind bars, and that's where you're just going to be. I don't care how good you're going to be. You don't get no, they not going to take no days off. You just there.
Right.
Just rot in jail. But I want to pay for him?
I was going to say, I don't want my tax dollars to pay for him.
Man, my tax dollars can pay for you to be in there for the rest of your life.
It's crazy. Like, I personally feel like if you murder somebody, then yeah, you should be too. You shouldn't be allowed to live and breathe air either. Okay, so it says police have arrested 25-year-old Raymond Burks. Ooh, Burks. Oh my. Okay, I know some Burks girl, but hopefully they don't know him. Look, there's one right there. 25-year-old Raymond Burks of East Baltimore for the killing. He was taken into custody on Thursday in North Baltimore and charged with first-degree murder, reckless endangerment, assault, and handgun violations. So, hey. I mean,
what you guys think? Should he get the death penalty or just suffer in jail? I don't know. So, since we're in the second half, Tony, don't call here. We don't want to hear about your services. Okay? Tony, listen. We will be reading some of your comments in between callers. The number to call is 404-436-1277. And that's if you want to speak on Soulja Boy, Draco, whatever he called himself.
Big Draco.
Oh, he's Big Draco. Big Draco and near Riley. And to correct everyone, she's not Telly Riley's biological daughter, but he did raise her. And as you can see, she has his last name. Also, Lil Mo I wish she take that Lil off like Bow Wow did. But Lil Mo and Carl. Yeah, I'll call her Mo. People call me Mo all the time. My name not Monique.
So she can still be Lil Mo.
She is Lil.
She ain't young Mo.
Huh.
Yeah.
You know, I cannot. So listen, you guys, you can call in for either one of those topics. Even if you want to vent about the husband killing his wife, and I want to know how much that insurance policy was. Cause I didn't.
Don't y'all gotta say allegedly?
Oh, okay, we have to say allegedly. So,
He's supposed to be innocent until proven guilty.
well, everybody convicted R. Kelly. They convicted. You know.
If this guy was on video, y'all wouldn't be telling he was innocent.
He on video.
Well, he probably is.
Listen, they got more evidence. They have something to say that he did it.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you at work? Sorry, but you on my live. Anyway, I have a caller. No. You want me to? Okay. You want me to from top to bottom?
Yeah.
Okay. Again, you guys, the number to call is 404-436-1277. Okay, again. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share Tez and Dime Couples YouTube channel. A reminder of our events that are coming up. S.W.A.P Radio presents the Mental Health Awareness event on Saturday, April 27th, 2019, from 1:30 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. at the Langston Hughes Community Center, 5011 Arbutus Avenue, Baltimore, Maryland 21215. Baltimore City, not in Arbutus, you guys. Please don't go over there. You're going to miss the event. We have Zumba. Okay, so get there early. Don't come late. Don't miss Zumba. We're going to have about 15 to 20 minutes of Zumba to do. We have vendors. We have clothing vendors for both adults, children. We have, what's the other? Paparazzi. We have someone doing the healing crystals. She has healing crystals. And what else we have, girl? We have so much. I can't think of everybody. I said the clothing. Just come out, you guys. We have vendors. It's about 8 or 10 of us. We have vendors. And we're still accepting vendors. If you would like to be a vendor, inbox me or send an email to the S.W.A.P Radio Show at gmail.com. You guys, listen. This is going to be listen, it's a lot of information you need to get. Some of you have not been diagnosed. Yes, I'm talking to you. You have not been diagnosed. You may have a family member that has been diagnosed that really needs the help. Mm-hmm. Come out. You can learn how to deal with them. They can learn, resources, places that they can go to. Mm-hmm. We do have a company coming that's just been opened. She just opened her company, and she'll be there to tell you about her company and, how you can receive services from them. Mm-hmm. Them, too. They're not far from where we are. They're located in the 2000 block of Charles Street. I don't have the exact address in my mind, but I know that that's where they are, on Charles Street. But yes, it's going to be good information, you guys. Just come on out and get it. We are definitely available to you. What else? Did I miss anything, you guys?
I think you got it all.
No. Do you have any, Diamond K, do you have any thoughts on the domestic violence with these stars, these, so whether it be Soldier and Nia?
I mean, I think that it's interesting that people can see it with celebrities, but not with quote unquote regular people. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? When you see it on TV, it's clearly identified easy, but right. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I see it. I think it's harder to accept when it's someone you know. I think it's harder to accept. Mm-hmm. So like when we're looking at this on TV, and I know they edited that a bit, mm-hmm. So they could chop it up and you not see certain things. It's like that was enough.
Yeah.
the way that he yells at her and tell her get the you know what, you know what out her face, like out his face or whatever. It's like, why are you talking to him like that?
Yeah.
But why you got now on that clip that we showed, he was mad because she was sleeping in another bed, but y'all in the same room.
Yeah.
She didn't want to be touched. I feel like within that household, from watching the show, the most sanest couple is Jessica Dime and her fiance. Because even Lil Fizz and Tiffany, they're not even a couple.
Right.
And they said that coming in. They were not even together.
Right.
But they wanted to see what was wrong, and I guess why they couldn't connect. I don't know. But if he just do her like this, she think he wants sex.
Right.
So she has this wall
Put up.
and it's like he's like, I can't get past it. Like, and then he has his own wall up, so it's, I don't know.
Yeah.
But everybody else besides, in my opinion, besides Jessica Diamond, her man, everybody else, oh, I'm sorry.
What about Tammy and Waka?
I'm sorry. But Waka be picking at her. He do this to her. He pokes at her. He say little things to agitate her
to set her off.
until she just, her little midget self
Goes off. She goes in.
Yes, her and Mo, they look like they're about the same height on the show, but he pokes at her, but you can genuinely see
That they love each other.
the love in that couple. They don't get to where those other two couples are.
Yeah.
So we have the two couples on one side, the other two couples on this side, and then the one in the middle. That's not a couple.
Right.
I'm confused. Are they a couple? I don't know what they are.
No,
I don't know what they are.
I don't think so.
She won't even let Fizz hit.
Yeah, he was mad. He was mad too.
You said what?
You know what got me though? Like in watching it, you know, of course you like Diamond K said, you see other people and stuff like that going through domestic violence issues. But what got me is that by them being celebrities and them being in this house, them knowing that, you know, the reason that they're there, what's going to happen, why they're there, whatever the case may be, and for them to still act out in that type of way.
But it's good that they still did the norm,
Right.
so that the doctors could see. They didn't know as many cameras was in there though.
It just made it.
So now you know that they watch everything.
But it made it that much more. What's the word I'm trying to say? Relatable, I guess,
Right.
because we actually got a chance to see.
Right. And
If that makes
y'all
sense.
know it's some things we still didn't see.
right,
Because
right.
you know they're gonna edit it and make
But I
it look
mean,
a
just the
certain
little
kind of
bit
way.
The little bit that we did see normalizes them, makes them like
Right.
us, regular people. We can
Right.
relate.
I can't get with what. Let me tell y'all. If y'all didn't watch it, y'all need to go watch it. But those doctors told them, y'all need to stop smoking so much weed.
Yes.
Can y'all like tone it down? I mean, they would be having a conversation, and it could be Soldier, Jessica. They all.
Yes.
Y'all, I'm sorry, I don't know how to roll a blunt. I don't smoke. But
yes.
you know they got this stuff.
And they was mad when they said that.
They was like, why?
I don't see it being Jessica Diamond. I don't see it being a problem. I don't know why it's such a.
Now you know what?
It's a problem because if you're under the influence, how can you work on anything? How can you think?
Soldier got put out the room a couple times.
How can
didn't
you
he?
think straight, clearly, with a clear mind if you're under the influence?
See, I don't know. When I get under the influence, I don't know if you watching no more. The only influence I get under is the tequila. And if you drink tequila or you know about tequila, you guys know what happens, okay? So, and that's not bad. So I don't know how people who drink want to fight.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to fight when I get tequila. Okay? Because eventually I'm going to be like this. I'm done.
I
Sleepy.
guess it's the person then. Maybe it's the person.
I don't know.
Because some people drink and it makes them hyped up, but then some people drink and it kind of mellows them out.
Yes. I love the mellow. So listen, guys. I'm going to go back and read some of these comments. Again, if you would like to call in. Hey, Nicole, I'm going to read your comment first. I saw your comment. Okay. So Nicole of Baltimore See, I didn't say your whole name. Hi. Nicole of Baltimore says, as a former domestic violence victim, it is deeper than physical. The mental and emotional trauma paralyzes you. You agree with that?
I can see that.
Now, I agree with Kim. Kim says it's always the weak men who try to attack a female, but won't step to another man like that.
I totally agree with that.
So she had said this when, after we saw the clip with Soldier and Nia. So do you have a comment on your side you want to read?
So I have...
Grab your first comment, that way you can scroll down.
Okay, so I have, hold on. I'm sorry, y'all. Latrice says, sometimes we have to work on us before getting in a relationship. I think there's some issues within herself. I'm assuming she's talking about either Lil Mo or Nia, that she needs to deal with. First, we need to know us before we can be in a healthy relationship. And I agree with that. I totally agree.
Well, one thing is, that's why I was suggesting that people catch up on the show. On the show, they had a segment where they did a game.
I see.
Well, it wasn't even a game. It was an exercise where they had to draw on a blank canvas about things about their childhood. So everybody put something up. And they had to deal with it. That was the first time I saw Fizz cry. First time I saw a Soldier cry. This is a side that you had not seen. So even after that, the next episode was, no, the same episode. I'm sorry, it was the same episode. They brought children out. Okay, they brought children out, and the children repeated the very same things that they had on their canvas.
Right.
So everyone out there, even from Soulja Boy not having his father in his life, so
his mother.
I'm sorry, you're right. His mother. It was his mother. So that could be the reason why he don't know how to treat a woman. Because he feels, my mother left me when I was, because he went to live with his father.
Right.
So they all know what their underlying problem is, because it's not just a TV show, you guys. People like to think that about, what's her name? Ileana, however you say her name, Van Zant lady. People think that it's just a show. But even listen, this is her call, and that's how she feels. I watched the show before I came, and my eyes are still kind of red from that because I cried watching that show. But she gets to the underlying issue, and that's the same thing that these doctors did on that show. They've been getting to the underlying issues. So until they deal with what they went through as children into adulthood, then they won't have a successful relationship.
Right.
Waka even said, he's like, this one got killed, this one was killed, this one was killed. His brother committed suicide. So it was a lot.
Right.
That they all dealing with.
Went through.
But in order to have a successful relationship, they're going to have to work on those things.
And it's crazy because looking at those things that they did, that they did say, was reasons why they have certain behaviors. If you think about it from their childhood experiences, it makes sense. Not saying I'm condoning it, but I'm just saying it makes sense.
Right. And it is, to me, as long as they're getting help, that's really the ultimate goal.
Right.
Even when you come on here to share your story, the ultimate goal is that you get help. And if you don't know what direction to go in, if I can help you, then that's what I want to do. That's the goal. That's my mission. That was my thought when I even came up with Survivors with a Purpose. The thought is to get people help, because some people walk around here with issues and they're scared to get help. Now, Latoya, a former guest, she says, I'm a product of an abusive relationship. My father beat on my mother. Then I was in an abusive relationship. I swear I didn't want to be in it. But she said she was for 3 years. And I'm not going to read Tony's jokes because he definitely has jokes about it. Okay. So then we go on to the other stories, but Tony says that So sad. I'm surprised by the husband, but I said the stepdaughter looks suspicious. No panhandlers be in that area. I went through there after it happened. Nobody asking for money in that area. And that's pretty much the same thing we said. Like, nobody really, you know, be hanging around there. That's not that type of neighborhood.
Right.
Shantae says, about time. You remember Shantae? You know, she went to school with us. She said about time, you know, that they found her killer. Or alleged. Let's make sure we use that word. Alleged. Okay? Won't want no trouble at all. Also, I see some rest in heavens and everything for Kaylin High. She seems to be well known. I've been seeing it a lot on the internet. Tony said, R.I.H., rest in heaven, to the young lady for being a stand-up friend. I just wish she would have let the police know what was going on. Yeah, that's pretty much the same thing I said. You know, like, let the police know. People, don't just leave your friend out there.
Yep.
They called you for help. They really need it. They're trying to get away. Let the police know. Listen, 911, my friend called me.
Right.
She needs to leave her abusive boyfriend, baby daddy, whatever he is. Just call somebody. So, I don't know what is going on over there. I have more comments, you guys, so I'm trying to scroll down to them. So I asked about the death penalty, and people, okay, Toya said when we had the death penalty, the crime was down. Now, I don't know how true that was because I don't think I was paying attention. Diamond K is normally on all of those things. I'm not. I don't really. We'll find out what he thinks, but I'm not interested in any of that. Like, I don't know, because I wasn't paying attention. Now that it's not around, it's like, I don't want you to die anyway. I want you to suffer in jail. I want you to be in general population. I want somebody to beat you behind up because you don't know who's related to who. You don't know who knows who. Get in general population. Get that ass tapped. I'm sorry, I cussed on the show. Beat that out. I'm just, y'all don't understand. Like, that's not cool. It's just not cool. And then he killed this young lady. She had nothing to do with the situation.
Exactly. That's even more sad that she was an innocent bystander just coming to help her friend and ended up losing her life at such a young age.
Yes. And Denitra says the police may have not shown up in time, but maybe she could listen. If you call me and it's domestic violence, I'm on my way, but I'm calling 911.
Right.
Listen, she called me. I'm on my way to her. You know, hopefully they can get there before me.
Right.
But they may or may not have gotten there. The same amount of time it took me to get to you, they can get there.
Right.
You know,
right.
If I explain this, you know, severity of what's going on. So that's not, it can happen, you guys. Yeah. It can happen. We want to keep our eyes and ears open for our friends. We don't want, we just, I don't know, I just can't leave my friend out
at all.
in the cold. Like, no, I'm coming.
Yeah.
If we need, like Tammy said, when she said she thought she was going to have to fight Walker.
Right.
I mean, fight Soldier herself. I keep saying Walker, but
that's true though.
If she said she thought she was going to have to beat his ass herself, right? Like, come on.
That's true.
When was it ever cool? It was never cool. Ever. I'm glad I wasn't in that situation because I wouldn't want none of my brothers to end up in jail.
No, it kind of makes me think what was going through his mind. Like, why would you think that it was okay for you to even shoot, period?
You know what? That brings me to mind. Do you remember Valerie from Paquin?
Valerie? No, I don't.
I don't know if you remember. Toya, I don't know if you remember. It's some other Paquin divas on here. It was one of our classmates. And I say Paquin divas, you guys, because that's what Dr. Stiff used to call all of us.
Valerie.
Dr. Stiff called us Paquin divas. That's what we were always called. And Valerie, her child's father he was abusive. She wouldn't let him see the child. and they got into an argument, and I don't know exactly what transpired afterwards, but he did something. Her mother had the baby. I want to say he shot at her mother first, but she went running down the street after him. He running. She tripped and fell. He came back and stood over top of her and shot her and killed her. And that was like over the summer. And we was like on 3-ways. We was calling everybody, whoever number we had, we would call another person and keep calling. Huh?
This happened back when y'all was in school?
Yes, in high school. In high school, and then she would have graduated with us. No, I think she would have graduated a year before me. I don't remember how it went, but I know it was a tribute done to her for the farewell and the graduation. She wasn't there.
Okay, I do know who you're talking about.
Right, tall, skinny. She had a short haircut. She looked just like her mother.
I know who you're talking about now.
Somebody that I was friends with still was in contact with her family because she had sent me an up-to-date picture of her son. But yes, I remember that like yesterday when I got that call in my chest. I was like, what? Like, and I just kept saying, what would possess her to run behind him? But who knows?
Who knows, right?
Who knows? But he came back and stood over top of her and shot her and killed her. The baby was grazed by a bullet and he shot her mother. Yeah,
Jesus.
I remember that. But the mother raised the son, and he was doing good the last time I heard. So, right. She would have graduated with us. It's been 23. See, I didn't even go to the funeral. You still have our obituary. Send me a picture of that. Girl, I know he was mad at her. I knew it had something to do with I remember he killed himself, but I didn't want to bring that up because so what, he killed himself. He should have did that before he killed her. Right.
Yeah. If he wanted to take a life, should have took his own.
Like let's just bring up the words the bad memory for me. But yeah, send me a picture of the obituary. Okay. So just a quick reminder, you guys. Again, you can follow me, Monica, WLS2, on Instagram. You can also follow the radio show, the S.W.A.P Radio Show, on Instagram. We are on Facebook at S.W.A.P Radio. We're also on, did I say Instagram? We're on Facebook at S.W.A.P Radio. We're also on there as Survivors with a Purpose. And go ahead, Chanel.
My Facebook information is Chanel Mabry Nails. My Instagram information is Rise, RISE _ sister, SISTA on IG.
And of course, you guys, again, make sure you make it out to our event. S.W.A.P Radio presents Mental Health Awareness. Okay, we're having an event. You guys listen, it is imperative. I know everybody think they know everything about it. That's cool. We want you to have ways to cope with. We want you to understand the ways to cope with, where you can go and get help. We're forming a support group for parents. Okay, listen, just come out and you'll get all the information. Come out on Saturday, April 27th, 2019. The event will be held from 1:30 to 4:30 p.m. at Langston Hughes Community Center at 5011 Arbutus Avenue, Baltimore, Maryland 21215. Oh, you like the shirts? They're asking are the shirts going to be available. That's in the works. I'll let you guys know. Okay. Thank you so much for asking. Shout out to Denitra. Okay. They will. Let me know if you guys want. I think they're going to have to be pre-ordered, basically. Okay, so I'll keep you guys posted on that. If you would like to make a donation to help our event be successful, you can Cash App a donation. No donation is too small. And as you know, none is too large. But you can send it to Cash App Women love sports too. Women, LUV, sports, and the number 2. I will post that so you guys will know. And is there any last things you would like to leave the people with? Whether it is domestic violence, or
just if you guys have any family, friends, associates, whatever the case may be, who suffers, who's in a toxic relationship, or who's dealing with domestic violence, please help and support them as much as you can, and try to encourage them to get help. That's pretty much all I would like to say.
Okay, so I'm gonna close it out with this one fact. Okay. Boys who witness domestic violence are twice as likely to abuse their own partners and children when they become adults. So if you know someone, or if it's you who's suffering from, who's dealing with the domestic violence, there's a hotline, 1-800-799-7233. Maybe they can direct you in the right direction to get some help. So with that being said, until next time, remember to walk by faith, not by sight.